Hi everyone, welcome to the Oasis Healing Temple. If you are new, welcome to my channel. If you are returning, thank you so much for your support and helping me grow. I appreciate you all so much. For today's reading, we're going to be getting messages from the animal kingdom. So tune into your intuition and choose which animal guide is offering a message to you. For pile number 1, we have the owl. And that is with the tree agate, moss agate actually. Moss agate crystal. For pile number 2, we have Cobra, and that is with Columbianite, which is a tektite. And for pile number 3, we have the Crocodile, and that is with Citrine. Alright, so pause the video if you need more time to meditate. The timestamps are going to be listed in the description box below, and I'll see you all at your readings. Welcome pile number 1. You all were drawn to the Owl Animal Guide with the Moss Agate Crystal. I've already pre-pulled some oracle cards. We're going to go ahead and get some tarot to just tune into the messages from this animal guide. Immediately, the first download that I'm getting for you guys who are drawn to the owl and this crystal is there's some form of abundance that's going to be coming in for you soon. The owl represents, wisdom, seeking, being able to see things, being observant. It's also a connection to abundance as well. Okay, so let's see. What's your... Ooh, we have the Queen of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands. The Four of Wands. And the King of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so you're definitely having abundance come in. We have the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Wands. You've worked very, very hard to achieve something. And with the Four of Wands, there's a means to celebrate. There's a lot of, I want to say, foundations, a lot of support. With the King of Pentacles, we have somebody who's very secure, somebody who's very stable. They're very financially independent. You're well traveled. I feel like you have learned a lot. With the Queen of Wands, this is somebody who's very empowered. They know their worth. They know their value. This is leadership. Yes. And with the Nine of Wands, it's somebody who, like I was saying, they've worked very, very hard, and you've been waiting for this. So if it's not showing up yet, it's about to come in with the Nine of Wands here. You are definitely on the path towards abundance. Woohoo! That's awesome. You guys want to hear that? We have the King of Cups. Wow. Yeah, this is going to make you feel so... This is not only like financially fulfilled, this is emotionally fulfilled. Let's get one more to fill in this spot right here. There it is. We have, oh my gosh, 10 of Cups. This is happy family, happy life, the happy, ending to the story. Wow. This is amazing. You're going to be so happy. The owl wants you to know. This may have been something that you've been visualizing, you've been wanting to manifest, something you've been praying about, you've been working towards. You may have intuitively known that this was going to be coming in. You've been listening to your guides, listening to your intuition. Yeah, and you're about to receive this abundance, this success, this happiness here. Yeah. Celebrate. That's awesome. All right, give me just a second. Okay, let's take a look at your message here. So we have independence. Ooh, nice. So I feel like this is financial independence. Yeah, maybe you are... Maybe in the past you've had to rely on certain individuals or circumstances that were beyond your control. And now you are looking for your financial freedom here. Yeah, being more independent. Perhaps you've had to take a lot of time out to connect to yourself, restore your beliefs, understand your beliefs about finances, about money, or perhaps even to understand what it is that you want to create for yourself in your life. Yeah, we have the little key. You know, and cats are very independent. They know what their needs are, and they know how to get their needs met as well. What else we have? Protect the wild and green. Yeah, let's put you over here. Yeah, you are claiming this independence. Look at all this green here. This heart chakra. Perhaps you're somebody who does enjoy their solitude. Hi, Raven. Raven's come in to say hello. He's a little black kitty. Yeah, protective energy here. We have be without malice. Yeah. All right. So, like I was saying, you're somebody who prefers their solitude, and this could be because you may have had individuals who have hurt you along the way. We have this warrior energy coming through, this defense energy coming through, protecting what is yours, protecting perhaps your bounty, everything that you've worked hard for. We have card number, let me see, is this a 32? 32 for 5, big shifts, big changes in your energy. And then we have a card number 4, stability, structure, routines, also foundations. Let's see what else we have. The root chakra, I have everything I need to survive and grow on the physical plane. And that's another 5. Okay, 2 5s, coming into alignment with your purpose. Yeah, this is a big, powerful change. Like I was saying, there may have been some belief systems, something in the foundation, something could be going back as far as childhood, where maybe there was a little bit of lack or a little bit of struggle in some kind of way for you to feel abundant in whatever form. And now you are learning to separate truths, to cut cords to the past, or to see the truth, to see beyond the illusion of the beliefs, of the structures, of the limitations that you may have believed about your ability to acquire, to receive, or achieve this abundance. Yeah, there may be somebody who may have made you feel like you had to prove yourself worthy in some kind of way, and with the root chakra, I feel like this is something that is, it goes back even generational here. Yeah, and the way that you see yourself, the way that you see and connect to abundance, or see yourself as successful or worthy, capable of creating a type of life that you have been envisioning for yourself. And I feel like you've had to work very, very hard. You've had to fight very, very hard and defend your right, your ability to achieve this success. Yeah, and it required you, maybe, what I feel like coming through here, there may have been some losses along the journey. Sometimes when we are trying to achieve a certain level of, like a higher vibration, a higher awareness, when we're trying to rewrite our codes that we receive, our patterns, our programming, whether it be societal or parental, there is a certain amount of sacrifice, and Not as in the sacrifice of going without something, depriving yourself of something, as in the sacrifice of letting go of something that may have been foundational for you, something that you held on to, a belief system, family members, loved ones, things like that, your foundations that have gotten you to where you are. There's a little bit of a tower moment that happens where we end up having to surrender and sacrifice things that we hold dear in order for us to rise up to a new vibration, so that we can become more in an alignment with our true selves, with our true path, with our Dharma. And you're going to be receiving this. This is in the cards that this abundance is coming in, no doubt. But you're being asked to be without malice, to let go of any anger or resentment or pain or, malice that you may carry for individuals who have been on the journey with you, that may have made you feel like you weren't worthy in some way, or that you weren't capable of creating and generating this abundance or this happiness, this success for yourself without, I would say, them. Ooh, you have embraced change. I move easily and confidently through the changes in my life. Yeah, look at this new beginning for you. And see how the path is ascending upwards. I feel like this is, you are ascending to a higher vibration. You are moving forward and onward. And we have card number 31. So that is for a new foundation for yourself. So you had 55 and 44 coming through. And 44 is a master builder number. This is divine support, having strength, being resilient, and overcoming any of your struggles, knowing that what you are releasing and what you are choosing to let go of is going to benefit you in the end. It's going to help bring in this abundance and this support. It's going to help bring in that happy ending here. Because this is a 10, 10s are the completions of something. And we have this wheel here on the King of Pentacles, a shifting, a turning of the page, this new beginning for you. And you're being asked to surrender and to embrace this shift. See how she's like embracing herself, embracing the new you, the true you, the real you, the more authentic you. We have the Hermit, retreat and recharge. Yeah, we have two figures here. Make sure that you stay connected to yourself, to your principles, to your ideals. Taking time out to nurture yourself. Be more observant, more particular of the people that you surround yourself with, the people who want to draw on your energy. Yeah, like with the Hermit, this is about shining your light, going within, and we have these two figures with their eyes closed, seeing the truth, connecting to your true self, being open and receptive to receiving this material abundance. Yeah. And the more that you stay connected to yourself, you will see and you will know, what to do with this abundance here. Because that may be a question that you may have. You may be unsure of what to do when this abundance comes in, and you'll need to stay grounded and connected to your heart, to your true self, your authentic self, so that you are more trusting of what to do with this abundance, and who should be a part of the celebration even. Yeah, protect the wild and green. Yeah, because not everybody has been a part of the journey with you, or you may have, I feel like you may have had to defend yourself a little bit. Maybe some of these shifts and maybe the people that you've had to let go in your life. I'm just going to kind of cleanse the space for a minute. They may not have wanted to see you be successful or see you, you know, move on. And some people may be a little jealous about your ability to move on without them and be independent and not need them so much. And so there's definitely something that the owl wants you to protect yourself with, be more observant and be more selective about who's allowed to partake, who you want to share your energy with, who you want to share this abundance with. We have the outdoors, Archangel Jophiel. Go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. Okay. So with that coming out right by the Hermit, I feel like you're definitely being asked to stay grounded and rooted in this, through this change, okay? Again, when we're going through big shifts, sometimes it can knock us off balance, you know, and that's why being rooted in our true selves and our inner knowing of who we are as our authentic self, without anybody's influence, anybody trying to force us to change to match their approval, which I feel like you, because you've taken this time out to connect and ground and become independent, it has given you this strength to move on, to move forward, because you have connected to your true self. So be sure to stay rooted in this inner knowing of who you are. Especially when the abundance comes in, right? Because there will be people who just love to show up out of the blue when they see you being successful. And of course, not everybody wants to participate in the work, but everybody wants to be there when the harvest comes in, right? And everybody wants a piece of that pie that nobody helped bake. They didn't help you plant the seeds. They didn't help you weed the garden. They didn't help you nurture the garden. They didn't help you weed the garden during the process of growth. They didn't help you nurture it until it reached its full bloom and flower and all the way through the harvesting part. But now when it's time for you to enjoy the fruits of your labor, everybody wants a piece of it, right? And so this is the owl is wanting you to know, you know, friend, ally from somebody who just wants to take from your energy, you know, and who just wants to show up when everything's good but not be there through the hardship of it, you know, the struggle and the work of it, because you've worked hard for this abundance. You've put in the effort. You have healed, you've transformed, you've overcome, you've shifted your beliefs, you've shifted your foundation. You've gone within to understand. You've been able to transmute the illusions and see beyond. You've had to defend yourself against people who maybe didn't believe in you. They didn't want to see you successful. They didn't want you not needing them, you know? Okay, I have two more little animal spirits to offer their guidance and support and strength. I want to see what their guidance is for you. We have the ram with perseverance. You have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. Perseverance. There you go. Keep moving forward, because this abundance is coming in for you. With the ram, I feel like this is a little Capricorn energy, and this is Capricorns are very ambitious in achieving their goals, you know, but they're very strong. They're fierce. They can they're very tactful. I want to say, like, you know, when you see some of these goats up on the mountain and everything, they can like stand on these teeny tiny little ledges, you know, and it's amazing how they can climb some of these mountains and be able to reach the top, and they can ascend and descend at will, you know, and they have like no fear. So I feel like your guides, the nature kingdom, wants you to keep persevering, holding this vision, holding true to this vision, because we have this flow of abundance. And so stay open, stay grounded, stay receptive to this abundance so that it can flow in. Yeah, and you know, there's these beautiful horns here. I feel like they're definitely to defend themselves. And that's the thing. Don't intentionally seek out, you know, to have arguments or disputes with people. But definitely you have the right to defend yourself against anybody who, you know, is coming against you. I'll put it that way. All right, let's see the other one. We have the hawk with messenger. Ooh. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. Ooh, yeah. Yes. So along with the owl, we have the hawk coming out, and hawks are very perceptive. They have this like almost like eagle eye vision, but it's the hawk vision. You know, this is a third eye, and this is a third eye chakra here. So definitely you are ascending, you're awakening to new perspectives. There's going to be a lot of messages coming in with the owl spirit and the hawk spirit. Perhaps you yourself are a messenger. Maybe there's some message that you're meant to give to the world. We have the sun coming through. Joy, happiness, success, abundance. With the star. Yeah, you have like star-like qualities. And this may be why people wanted to keep you down and, you know, suppress you a little bit, to make you dependent on them, because they, you know, they're afraid of letting you go, because perhaps there was a benefit to them in some way. And so pay attention to any signs, any messages that you're going to be receiving from your guides to help guide you along the way. But definitely make sure that you stay grounded. All right, and I feel like your intuition is being really focused in on right now, or you're being asked to focus on your intuition and to pay attention and listen for the signs. Feel the energies around you. Tune into nature more. Yeah, you are about to reach your goals. Pile number 1. This abundance, this happy life is coming in for you. Be open and embrace the change and the shifts, even though sometimes we might not understand what's happening. Don't perceive, and it's hard sometimes when you're going through any kind of turmoil to stay positive, but just know that everything that is taking place is for your highest good. It is to get you in that path of alignment to your vision, to your desires, to your goals. Yeah, and you have the power to change the way that you perceive things. Tune into that and stay rooted and grounded in your desires and your beliefs and your inner knowing of what you are worth, what you are deserving of, what your core values are, you know, who you are as a person. What's your beliefs about abundance, you know, all of those things, the things that you've worked on, that you have shifted, that have made you feel more connected and more loved by yourself. I hope this is making sense for you guys. But all in all, you have a very positive message coming in from the animal kingdom, from the owl spirit, about abundance and blessings coming in. Just make sure that you stay rooted, stay connected to your heart chakra, listen to your intuition and be guided. Let go of any feelings of sadness or anger, resentment, and stay focused on gratitude and that vibration. And it will continue to allow yourself to be more receptive and open to receiving, okay? All right, pile number 1, these were your messages from the Owl Spirit. I'm going to go ahead and close your reading now. Thank you all for being here in the temple with me today. If this reading resonated with you, please like and subscribe. Comment below if you feel like sharing your story, or just let me know that pile number 1 was your reading. I'm sending y'all lots of love. Y'all take care. Have a blessed day. Welcome to your reading, pile number 2. You guys were drawn to the Cobra card with the Columbianite. And Columbianite is an actual tektite, another mineral that was formed through a meteor landing in the desert. So with the Cobra, just looking at the card and the crystal, I feel like some of you are definitely going on a spiritual journey. You are learning something new. This could be learning to process your patterns, understanding yourself on a deeper level, understanding your roots, your belief systems, your structures. Because it reminds me of the Kundalini with the Cobra and the snake. This is the serpent energy that brings change and shifts and healing. And with the Cobra energy, it is an energy of pausing, reflecting, being observant before action, you know. Because when you think of the Cobra energy, what a Cobra does, they are very, they're slow. They do observe. They're very observant, very protective energy, and they hover, you know. And I feel like you perhaps have a spiritual guide who is guiding you through this journey. So you have somebody from the higher realms who are helping you move through this process. All right, let's see. Oh, we have the Emperor. Okay. Messages for pile number 2, please. What messages does the Animal Kingdom have for you? Yeah, I feel like you're definitely going through a process of transformation. I feel like you are definitely being guided. The Emperor is a spiritual teacher. They are guides through transformation here. We have the 4 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, okay, and we have the 3 of Swords. All right. Yeah, you have been through some heartache. You've gone through some pain. You've been through a lot of struggles, some things that have kept you up all night, a lot of sadness, a lot of fears, a lot of hardship. I'm sorry, pile number 2. So with the 4 of Wands, I feel like, because usually the 4 of Wands is about, you know, an early success. So I feel like there is a shift, there is some healing coming in for you. This one, or these 2, okay. The 4 of Cups and the 7 of Cups, okay. Yeah, I feel like there's an offering of help and support coming, and you may not be even aware of it, because I feel like you may be a little too focused on something else. Something may be distracting you from this process, and it could be just your own fears preventing you from seeing the help, but there's some help coming in for you. Let me show this to you guys. See how Spirit's giving you this hand, this guiding hand? There's an opportunity that's coming in for you. And you're not seeing it yet because I feel like you may be a little too focused on the actual emotion and the feelings of what you've just come through or what you have been through, to see these opportunities, to see these blessings. But there is a teacher, a guide that's coming in for you that's going to help you move through and shift this perspective. And it appears that you're going to overcome it. You're going to be successful in healing this experience and overcoming this experience. And yeah, I feel like, yeah, you've been searching for meaning. You've been wanting to understand, you know, what was the meaning behind this experience. And it could be, you know, could be between love and a relationship. This could be family, a friendship. Maybe this is career. Yeah, there's something that's coming up for review here. Something coming to the surface for you to observe and to heal. But it requires you to be, you know, strong, observant, open to shifting your perception, the way that you see things. And sometimes, like, you know, not everybody likes to hear this, but sometimes rejection is protection, you know, that you are worth more and that you're being guided to more, to something better. Yeah, because this has been, you know, it's been keeping you up at night. Perhaps you're having anxiety about it. Just keeping you in a place of feeling like stuck or trapped or worried. This takes away your power, you know. And with the Emperor coming through, you are being guided to heal and to know that things are going to be improving soon. There will be a cause to celebrate, because I feel like with this help that's coming in, divine help is going to help you see things in a different way. It's going to help you to elevate your perspective here. And to empower you with the Emperor, so that you can take your power back from this person, from this situation, so that you're no longer feeling trapped or without or stuck or betrayed. All right, let's take a look at the oracle cards. You have spread your wings. Interesting looking creature here. Yeah, you're going to be going through a process of transformation and healing the heart chakra here. A lot of pinks coming through. Heart healing, knowing your worth. This little bird is. Yeah, overcoming. Go ahead. Okay, sorry about that. Spreading your wings. It's time to let go. Time to move on from this experience or from this relationship. Make the sacrifice. Yeah. Wow, respect your boundaries. Look at these dragons coming through. I was kind of getting dragon energy through this bird here as well. But this is moving on. This is transforming. Letting go of the past. Letting go of this person, this experience. Respect your boundaries. Setting healthy boundaries for yourself. Protecting your heart. Yeah, we have this warrior here. And she is like in protective mode, you know, just like the Cobra. They're very protective over their young, their offspring, over their own energy. Yeah, standing up for yourself, setting healthy boundaries, cutting the cords to the past, to this experience, to this person, to this job, and moving on. We have card number 27, which is a 9. A lot of endings here for you. And then, what's this one? This is a 33. Yes, 33. 33 is also a master teacher number. Being guided by your guides here to set those healthy boundaries for yourself, to end this relationship, the end of these experiences, because this may be a pattern for you, where you're constantly having these types of relationships. Nothing seems to be working out. People constantly crossing your boundaries, betraying your heart, not putting you first, ignoring what you have to offer, taking advantage of you. And that is because you don't have healthy boundaries for yourself, and you don't respect your own personal boundaries. You allow people to take advantage of you. You give people excuses, you know what I mean? Which I have done that myself, and it's something that developed during childhood, where I was taught to see past people's bad behavior and see into their heart. And I think it's even something we are taught in like Bible school, is to teach others how we want to be treated and to forgive others. But there's nothing about setting healthy boundaries and not allowing people to take advantage of you, not tolerating people betraying your heart, and how to decide, you know, when enough is enough, and saying, you know, I can still have love for you, but it doesn't mean I have to have you in my life and a part of my life. And we're not taught that. We're taught to just constantly give, and give. And we're not taught how to, when enough is enough, and when to pull back and withdraw and give to ourselves and to heal ourselves. And so you have a guide that's coming in, a teacher who's going to help you. And this could be from the spiritual realms, from the higher planes. Mother Gaia coming through here to help you stand up for yourself, to set those healthy boundaries, to protect your heart, to cut the cords from this individual, to say goodbye, and to move on. And we have wash away your burdens coming through, card number 48, 12, so that's a 3. Threes are about the divine feminine, communication, expression. It's also about cycles and creativity, expressing joy. And we have these frogs here, and frogs are about fertility. So, and anytime we let go of something old, when we're transforming, when we're healing, and we're letting things go, there's a rebirth that takes place, you know, where I feel like there's some healing that's going to be taking place to your emotional body, the way that you love yourself, the way that you care for yourself. By setting those healthy boundaries, it's going to make you feel more supported, more appreciated. And you're going to be attracting new love that's going to respect those boundaries, because you yourself are respecting your own boundaries. Yeah, there's a healing that's going to be taking place. Let go of these relationships that just weren't giving you that reciprocity that you deserve, giving you that love that you deserve. You're no longer going to be tolerating people offering you less than. You know, you're not going to be just settling for crumbs anymore. You're going to be like, no, I deserve the full meal deal. Thank you very much. And I'm no longer settling for less. Yeah, spread your wings and fly. Let go of this old energy. And it's time for you to shift and move on and celebrate this ending, okay? because it's time for you to feel more empowered, to feel more loved, more nurtured, more respected. We have the moon goddess. I am in harmonious flow with the moon's energy in all phases of life. Yes, this is the end of that phase, the end of settling. And it's 41, which is a 5 big shifts and changes, definitely for you. Tuning more into your heart space, into your emotional body, and what your actual needs are. This is restoring the feminine energy here. And you don't necessarily have to be a female. It just means that this is the feminine energy. Everything is energy. So your ability to receive love, your ability to receive in general, your ability to receive support, to receive connection, to receive abundance, happiness, joy. All of those energies are blessings, you know, just receiving, being open to receiving. And not feeling like you have to work to prove or do anything. You already are worthy and deserving. So yeah, you're shifting out of this old cycle of settling for less than, this old cycle of worrying, of anxiety, having sleepless nights, feeling, thinking about this situation that left your heart in pieces. You are going to be healing and moving on. Ooh, we have the sun goddess coming out. Wow, you have the moon and the sun goddess. Ooh, I celebrate each sunrise and recognize the healing energies of the sun. Nice. Yeah, you have this new beginning coming in. Balance is going to be restored since we have the sun and the moon. This is a new day, a new experience, a new life cycle. Healing, support. Yeah, you're gonna be soaring high. Look at, that's another dragon. This is that Kundalini energy is rising up and you're reclaiming your power. Pile number 2. Nice. We have Father Sky, trust in the unknown. Ooh, and we got the eagle coming through. There's going to be a lot of shifts, a lot of awakenings, a lot of aha moments for you, because you are rising above this old pattern and you're going to start seeing things from like a whole new pair of eyes. You're going to feel like, whoa, I wish I'd have done this a long time ago. I wish I would have set healthier boundaries with this individual, with these people who just want to take from my energy and not restore it. And that's how you're going to know who is somebody that you can trust, who is somebody who is meant to be in your life, who supports you, because you'll feel energized by these people. You won't feel brought down or negative or like you need to protect yourself. You will know somebody who is healthy for you and who is somebody that you need to set healthy boundaries with, because you will immediately pick up on the energy. You will recognize where this is the old pattern trying to come in and repeat. And anytime we're shifting and we're evolving out of an old cycle, that energy tries to, you know, because it's like a comfort zone, it's a comfort space, it's something that you know, it's an energy that's been with you for a long time. So it's always going to try to re-enter into your energy field, into your mind, into your heart, into your programming. And that's where you have to set those boundaries, be more observant and aware of when they're trying to come back in and re-enter into your energy. And you can say no, like I know what this is, I've experienced this before, this character in my play is showing up again, and I can spot you a mile away now, and I know what I'm worth, I know what I deserve, and I'm saying no, I'm closing the door to this, and I'm trusting that what is meant for me is going to come in for me. Thank you for the lessons that you have taught me. That energy, this vibration, this experience, this lesson has taught me where I wasn't respecting myself or wasn't respecting my boundaries, where I wasn't valuing myself and honoring my true feelings. And now I know how to do that. So thank you so much. I can release you and let you go, say goodbye to that pattern, and be open to receiving these blessings that are coming in, knowing that you are worthy and deserving of more. You have spring. See your seeds grow. Ooh, so we have a lot of fertility creatures coming through. So springtime, you may see the complete shift and all this hard work. Now you're in the process of expanding your beliefs, planting those seeds of growth and love, nurturing yourself, tending to the soil, you know, pulling out these programs and these belief systems, because this is a pattern that was developed sometime in your youth. And now you are able to recognize that this was a, you know, this is a weed, and I don't want to nurture this one anymore. So you're pulling it out by the root, and you're going to be planting these new seeds of worth and abundance and support and happiness and self-care, all those things, because self-care is self-love. You know, I care about how I feel. I want to be with somebody who cares how I feel as well. And so I'm not going to tolerate somebody who just wants to tell me things, but their actions don't match the words that they say. We have outdoors. Oh wow, this came out in pile number 1. Archangel Jovial, go outside, get some fresh air, connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. All right, so you're being asked to spend some time outdoors. This will help you be more grounded, more connected to the present, so that you're not so much in your head space. This will help you connect to your heart and be more grounded in the present moment. So anytime you have these energies of the past trying to resurface for you, this is a call to go outside in nature, take a few deep breaths to center yourself into your heart space, and then to focus on this new energy, this new beginning, what it is you want to bring in. Reassure yourself, I am safe, I am here in this present moment, I am the one who's in control over what I allow into my energy space, and what I allow to take my energy, and what I allow to make me feel a certain kind of way. This is tuning into your true feelings and having more, empowering yourself more. We have the dolphin. Nice. Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom and go with the flow. Confirmation coming through for that one here. And dolphins always connect us to our inner child here. And this is beautiful, because they're wanting you to play, to enjoy life, to see blessings, to see the goodness, to focus on the positivity, you know, and to focus on your gratitude. And anytime you have any fear or any doubt coming up, you know, breathe in confidence, get into that heart space, and exhale fear and doubt, okay, and worry, and be open to surrendering and going with the flow, and ask your guides to guide you on the path, or even to send you messages. But we have this trust in this new beginning, all right? Trust where you are being guided. And we have the cat with independent. You are a natural leader. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. Beautiful. Okay, this is with the cat coming out. This is about not needing anybody's approval, not needing anyone outside of yourself to give you confirmation or to give you love or to give you validation in any kind of way. This is you becoming more independent, more connected to your own heart, to your own needs, getting to know yourself, taking some time to just be in your center, to be in your heart, so that you can understand your own belief system, so that you can understand your own patterns and what needs changing, what needs healing, what do I need to shift, what is my belief about love, what is my belief about romance or abundance, about how I should be living my life, and am I making choices that are for my better good, or am I making choices because I want other people to see me a certain kind of way, or I want my parents' approval, or I want society's approval. Am I afraid of standing up for myself because I don't want to make somebody else upset, but yet they don't care if I'm upset? You know, get in there and figure out what it is that's going to bring you that true happiness, what's going to make you feel loved and fulfilled, and focus on that and set healthy boundaries around yourself and for yourself for anybody who doesn't respect that, okay? Because anybody who loves you wants the best for you. They want you to be happy, and they don't want you to live in your life for them. They want you to live your life for you, and that's what you're meant to do. You're not meant to live your life for anybody else. You're meant to live your life to your fullest for yourself. What brings you happiness, you know? And it's not saying be like selfish, but in a way, yes, be selfish, because it's about you. It's about what makes you feel good, and not doing something against somebody else's will, but doing things that make you feel happy, that make you feel successful, that make you feel loved, that, you know, engage in your inner child and what makes you feel supported. But I feel like you may be being asked to go in there and tune into the emotional body and understand your emotions a little bit more. All right, pile number 2. This was your reading. I'm going to go ahead and close it down now. Thank you all so much for being in the temple with me today. Please like and subscribe if this reading resonated with you. Comment below if you feel like sharing your story, or just let me know that pile number 2 was your reading. I'm sending you all lots of love. Y'all take care. Have a blessed day. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You all were drawn to the Crocodile card with the Citrine crystal. I've already pulled your oracle cards. We're going to get some tarot in for you guys real quick, just to tune into your messages. So with the crocodile spirit coming out, this is about waiting, pulling back and reserving your energy, building up your energy, cooling down, going within, taking some time, perhaps to deep dive. Yeah, you're being asked to wait, to pause, not to take action just yet. To reserve your energy before moving forward. Let's take a look at these. How many do we have? Let's get one more. I always need 6. Collecting energy. One more card, please. Alright, let's see. We have, oh, it's a blue jay. Blue jays, they are very protective spirits. They help warn the other animals. They signal the other birds when there's like a hawk to protect their babies. So, not sure what that means. So we have the Page of Wands. Okay, so you're learning something. We have the 4 of Swords. Seven of Wands. Yeah, something about choices, decisions. We've got the King of Wands, Judgment, and the Moon. Okay. Yeah, you have some type of, there's a new energy coming in for you, pile number 3, sorry. Which is, why I feel like you're being asked to pause, to take some time out. There's going to be some inspiration, some new idea that comes in for you, and you're being asked to take some time out to rest, to reflect, to maybe assess how far you've come before moving forward. I feel like you may be the type of person who has a hard time resting. I feel like you're very energetic, and you may be trying to push yourself to move forward before you're ready. I feel like the ideas haven't fully rooted, you know what I mean? Whatever this is that's coming in, it's not solid yet. The path hasn't been fully anchored in, and it requires you to know when to act and when to rest. So this is about balancing your energy here. And with the Judgment card coming out, this is you know, the Judgment, being able to discern, you know, truth and your energies, knowing when is the time to move forward and when is the time to back off. And I feel like right now you're just being called to take some time out to rejuvenate, to spend some time in reflection, to evaluate the path, evaluate your needs, so that you have like more clarity on what it is that you want for yourself. And this could be with your finances, this could be with career, this could be with love, your purpose. Yeah, and you're being asked to reflect, to just take some time to go within, to tune out. Yeah, it has to do with the path going forward. And listening to your intuition, listening to your energy levels. Because there's some kind of idea and inspiration. There's more clarity coming in for you. And I think you're being asked to take some time out in order to receive this clarity, to receive this, because I feel like it has something to do with your blessings, with your passions, something that you're passionate about, feeling empowered, because you have a lot of fire coming through here. An inspirational idea, passionate idea. I feel like it's going to be coming in, or you're going to be receiving that download, and it requires you to take some time out to be open and receptive, because that's when we are more in the energy of receiving, is when we are resting, because it allows energy to flow in. It allows ideas and inspirations to flow in. And if we're too busy working and doing and creating, where the energy is being pushed out, it's not in the receiving energy, in the receiving mode. All right, I'm gonna pause the video. The goats are coming through. Okay. They're out in the field beside me, so hopefully they're not too loud on the microphone. All right, let's see what other information wants to come in from the spirit, the animal kingdom. Okay. We have oak endures. Okay. Yeah, you're being prepared for something. I feel like, yeah, and it's going to require your energy reserves. What is this? This is a little, looks like a rhino on the bottom there. You have a lot of strength. I don't want to say preparing for battle. The oak endures. Yeah, you are very strong. You have a lot of energy. Oh my goodness, this one's sticking out. To me, I feel like there may be a little bit of, you know, anger, unresolved anger that may need your healing and your attention here. You have something in the water, and you're being asked to go deep within to understand or to bring healing. And this is going to perhaps give you that inspired idea. take what resonates. Let me see what else is coming through with the open doors. Ooh, look at this wolf. Seek the lesson. Okay, so there's confirmation, but there's something that requires your attention, your focus, your love. Something in the emotional body here. Perhaps there's a little bit of, I don't know, like I was feeling anger, resentment, something you've been through, the struggle, something that's made you feel like you have to, you know, battle or defend yourself in whatever way, armor yourself, protect yourself. And you're being asked to seek the lesson. Use your intuition to be guided. Use your better judgment here. Yeah, there's a choice, a decision for you to let this go. And in letting this go, there's going to be some new ideas. There's going to be space cleared for forward movement. But there's something that needs your attention and your focus. We have let go of the old. Yeah, something needs to be released and let go of, so that you can move forward, so that you can bring healing. Something needs to be transformed. It needs your love. We have number 22 and a 35. So this is an 8. This is a cycle. It's a pattern that needs to be shifted here. And it has something to do with like your achievement. And 22, this is harmony, growth, partnership, transformation, healing, abundance, joy, being seen. All right, let's see what else. What else? We have the crown chakra. I know I am part of source and my life is guided by divine wisdom. This could be perhaps the way that you see yourself, who you believe yourself to be, because we have another 8 here. 88. Responsibility, your financial well-being, your spiritual life, abundance, success. 8s are about shifts and cycles, like I was saying, so that you can, there's something that needs to be healed and let go of, so that you can rise to a higher timeline, so that you can move forward on the path. And with the wolf spirit, I feel like it's about claiming your independence from something, freeing yourself from something, a limited belief system here. And then opening yourself up for this new idea to come in when you release this old energy. Yeah, it's, I believe this is about self-empowerment here. You're being asked to release some old limiting belief about yourself and the way that you see yourself, so that your true self can come through, so that you can see the truth, the way that source sees you. Yeah, you may see yourself, your vision may be clouded. You have shield maiden, make plans and focus. Look at that, yeah. You are guarded, you're protected. Yeah, I feel like you've had many battles, pile number 3. You have been through it. You've had to fight very hard to get to where you are. You are a very independent person. I feel like you have, a lot of ambition. You're very brave. You're very courageous. You have been through a lot. You've experienced a lot. And I feel like it has maybe wounded your heart a little bit and maybe altered the way that you see yourself. And you know, because it may have made you feel like you have to constantly defend yourself and defend your beliefs and what you stand for and what, you know, and fight for your happiness. Fight to feel accepted, to feel loved. Perhaps you feel like you didn't fit in or that you didn't belong. And I feel like your guides, the animal kingdom, is wanting you to see yourself the way that Spirit sees you, the way that Mother Nature sees you, through all your beauty and your colorful self, your authentic self here. To see your light, to own your truth, and to claim your independence from, you know, these standards, these limiting structures that society tries to, you know, put you in, the little box that they try to keep you in. And to choose to shine your light. We have mountains, stand your ground. Thank you. Yeah, I feel like you have a lot of untapped potential. There's a lot of things that people don't see about you, that they don't know about you. Perhaps what you've overcome, how hard you've worked, the battles that you've been through. And yeah, something being asked, I feel, to pause, to rest, to take time to build energy is something that could be very hard for you, because I feel like you're somebody who is used to working hard. You're used to doing, you're used to battling, you're used to defending, to, you know, being in charge. And so to take time out to rest, to put your sword down, you know, is something that's very foreign for you. Resting is very hard for you. Being patient and waiting is hard for you because you have so much energy, because that is the energy you've been in, right? It's like you've had to push through, you've had to fight, you've had to stand your ground, you've had to constantly battle through life, you know, and a lot of people don't know what you've been through because it's something that you keep, you know, to yourself. But I feel like you're a very kind, loving person. And I feel like your battles aren't just because you have like an ego. You are somebody who like fights for those who can't fight for themselves. Like you stand up for what's right. You are a loyal person. We have moon cycles with Archangel Haniel. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. So with the moon cycle, I feel like things are going to be shifting in your favor. The more that you take this time out to replenish your energy levels, you know, I feel like something is going to be coming in for you. We have, yeah, we just had a full moon at the time that this is coming out. I'm recording this before the moon, but this won't be uploaded until, I think, a few days after the full moon in Aries. So I feel like there is this new energy that's coming in, and that's why you're being asked to hold back, to pause, to wait, to pull your energy back, because there's something new coming in for you. This new idea, a new experience, a new perspective, a new version of self is going to be coming online, And that's why it requires you to rest, because you're going to be coming out of this energy of constantly having to push through and just keep going no matter what, even when you're tired, even when you're exhausted. You are being asked to step out of this energy, because a new energy is going to be coming in that's going to be more balanced, where you're going to be able to not have to work so hard to prove yourself worthy to anyone. You are going to be guided by spirit on the path to take going forward. I feel like you are very secure with who you are. I feel like you have achieved that. You've set those boundaries. I feel like you're a very grounded person, but you may not see your strength. You may not see your full potential. And yeah, I feel like you're being asked to let go of this energy of constantly having to do, and to be more balanced and to be more open and receptive, to step out of the fire energy and more into the water energy here. Balancing the masculine and feminine energies, being more open and receptive to receiving, the fruits of your labor from all the hard work. Something that you've been wanting to manifest with Make Plans and Focus, and the moon cycle coming out here. Pay attention to your energy levels, not just constantly having to endure and struggle and to push through and to fight and to keep going, even when your body is saying, like, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I don't want to have to keep always having to go all the time. I need some time to rest. I need some time to just be by myself and reflect and see where my journey's leading me, All right, I have 2 more animal guides that want to come out to help you in this energy. We have the sea otter with happiness. Be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. So this is so cute that we have the sea otter coming through with happiness. And this is about taking time out to just nurture yourself, to enjoy life, spend some time with family, enjoy each and every day. Be more grounded in the present, pause, reflect, go within, reserve your energy, and not have to be in this energy of doing, creating, protecting, defending, the warrior energy. It's time to put the warrior to rest and preserve your energy. And we have the coyote with revealer of truth. Don't take things too seriously. Make time to play. Great wisdom comes from laughing at your own folly. Look out for the traps and tricks of life and learn from them. Beautiful. I love that we have the coyote coming out with the revealer of truth. There's something that it's gonna be revealed to you. And it requires you, again, to take some time out to enjoy life, play, go on an adventure, maybe travel. Don't be in work mode, in other words. Come out of the work mode some, get into the playful energy, make sure you're balancing that work and play life. It's time to just rest and receive. Stay grounded in the present moment. Let go of any worries, let go of any fears of things not working out. Trust and surrender. I feel like there's something coming in with this moon cycle. You had the moon coming out over here and moon cycles again. Something's changing, something is shifting. And it could be you making this choice here. Making this choice to release the energies of having to do, to constantly be creating, constantly be generating funds or generating opportunities or battling, you know, yourself, standing up for yourself, whatever fears, conquering fears, some kind of painful memories, whatever it is, this work. And sometimes we can get stuck in the what is it? It's like the light worker syndrome. I think that's something I read, where we get trapped in this like constant need to like heal, heal, heal. And like people will go looking for what it is they need to heal, instead of sometimes it's being like, when something needs to be addressed or healed, it will naturally surface on its own. You know, you don't have to go diving in, and you will get burned out. So I feel like and some lessons we're not ready to heal from and move on from until the time is right, you know. So that's why it's always best to, when your soul knows you're ready for something, the memory will come up for you, the emotion will surface for you, and that's how you'll know that it's time for me to address the situation with a new set of eyes, and see what lessons I need to learn from this experience, and how can I move forward from this situation and make better choices moving on in the future. And not to constantly be in work mode all the time, because that's another aspect I'm feeling with this card, with this reading, sorry, is some of you are just like, you know, hard workers and you enjoy creating, but make sure that you are taking enough time out to rest and to receive and to play and to enjoy life, because life will pass you by before you know it. And the time to make certain memories with your family, with your loved ones, and for you yourself, you know, you're only young once, and our bodies are constantly aging, and we end up losing abilities and agility as we get older, and our strength and everything. So make sure that you're enjoying the moments as they come, okay? All right, pile number 3, this was your reading. Thank you all so much for being here in the temple with me today. If this reading resonated with you, please like and subscribe to my channel. Comment below if you feel like sharing your story. Let me know how this resonated with you, or just let me know pile number 3 was your reading. I'm sending y'all lots of love. Take care and have a blessed day.